hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert Brzezinski with you. It is Wednesday evening, July 29th, 2020. It's time for the Midweek Pick Me Up, a program that is just launching. Today is the very first day, very first episode, very first broadcast, and I'm excited to bring this to you. So it's part of the New Thought Media Network. New Thought Media Network, the most positively inspiring media on the planet. We strive to bring you all the good stuff as life happens, as it happens. So, okay, so welcome. Here's the idea. We get together on Wednesday evenings. This is not a big, huge production. This is an opportunity to connect for a little bit, share a little bit of music, get into a groove, share a little bit of a message, maybe a little extra music. So, a couple of songs and a little bit of chatting. If you're so inclined and you'd like to, please chat out in the comment box. Let us know what's going on. But first things first is let's get in the mood. Let's get in the groove. I want to share this with you because this is just one of my favorite songs. It's by one of my favorite artists, and let's get some groove on. What do you think? This is, oh, need to cue this up better. Bring this all the way back here. We don't want to miss any of this. This is Faith Rivera. Enjoy.
Tell no lies, I won't even try to contain it. What I feel, it is real, it is bigger than me. No, I can't ignore that my life is more satisfying. From inside, can I hide the light that is burning? Just a tiny ember spark this change in my life. Life can carry me gently forward to the next perfect step. No rush or no hurry. I am happy here where the sky is clear. Just be now in the flow, letting go. I'm milking this moment. It's the perfect time for my star to rise again. I just stop asking how, give myself to the now and let love in. I am feeling good, I am feeling fresh, I am feeling new. This is the best. I am staying true, not settling for less. I am breaking through. This is the best day. This is the best day. This is the best day. We were born to keep on dreaming, wanting, growing, launching, rising. I am feeling good, I am feeling fresh, I am feeling new. This is the best. I am staying true, not settling for less. I am breaking through. This is the best day. Yeah.
Eh, big old sign in front of me saying I'm muted. I'm not looking at it. I love how this game works sometimes. Um, so, so this is the best day yet. What I was saying in there is that this is the best day ever. A long time ago, I was introduced to a concept. What if today was just another great day in a long series of really great days? And in the Science of Mind philosophy, part of what we teach is that we have to respond to the events and the experiences of our day, and how we do is what creates the future of our lives as well. So there's so much that goes into this concept that we are what if that were true? What if today was just another great day in a long series of great days? What if in whatever went on in your day, you were able to take a look at it and say, hey, that worked. There's some good in there. Maybe it didn't appear to work, but there's some good in there. Everything that we are being called to do is being called to draw us into a place of knowing a deeper truth, of of bringing and creating in our minds what it is we really want to experience. So I want to jump in tonight with again for um, I want to jump in again. So uh, there's a there's a quote by Dr. Ernest Holmes that I wanted to share. We should read, study, think, and meditate upon those statements which tend to calm, to give poise and confidence, and erase all thought of fear and tension. I'll read that again. We should read, study, think, and meditate upon those statements, or I would say memes or social media shares, which tend to calm, to give poise and confidence, and erase all thought of fear and tension. Pretty powerful stuff. And what I know is, I know that in my life, and I know this might be true for your life, I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook. I interact there. We're constantly there sharing this great ministry that we're building, and it's very easy to get drawn into those places that don't don't really feel all that calm. So we're called to be expanding who we are. Right? 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, we could trust that what we saw on the internet um, was fairly accurate. There have been such a proliferation of conspiracy theories in the last 6 months that are just popping up all over the place, and it's understandable. People are concerned. People don't know where to turn. People don't know what's real, what's not real anymore. And that's why it's important for us to remember that the nature of the divine, the nature of God, if you will, is to create, and is one that is constantly creating in an expanding way, one that is constantly creating into something new, something life affirming, something that brings joy, that brings love, that brings hope, that brings promise. And so we're out on the internet and you're looking at things. That's my first response immediately. Is this, is whatever it is, bringing more joy into the world? Is it bringing more love into the world? Is the activity or the event that I'm being invited to, is the meme that I'm looking at, is the video, because it's almost all video now, right? If the is the video I'm watching something that's affirming life, affirming the growth, affirming this transformation we're moving through, or is it not? I heard it. Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, and if you know Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith and the Agape International Spiritual Center, if you watch him, you've heard this before. If not, I invite you to dig in and check it out. In the past, a few weeks back, he started talking about, are you a hindrance to the evolution that's happening, or are you on the transformation team? Or are you just bystanding and doing nothing and just standing there and watching? Right now, first off, if you're a hindrance, we really got to have a conversation. Because if you're getting in the way of this evolution, if you're trying to hold everything back to what used to be, that's going to be a much different road to hoe, and it's going to be a much different conversation. If you're in that place of being a bystander, well, right now is not the time to be a bystander. Whether it's social justice, whether it's race relations in America, whether it's the pandemic, no matter where it is, now is not the time to be a bystander. Now is the time to be active, whether that is in consciousness, whether that is in form, but now is the time to be active in this evolution, in this evolutionary process that we're involved in this, because that's what's happening. We can't stop it. We can't go back and change it all. So, in the world of social media, in the world of instant connectivity, in the world of our ability to instantly fact check things and to and honestly, and I do it, right? I will respond and, oh my God, how do you believe that? And some pretty wild claims get thrown my way. Check this out. Uh, so in the midst of that, what I often do, and I'm going to invite you to do as well, is turn to the words of Lao Tzu. Very famous quote here. I am sure that you have heard this before, but I really want you to be with this. I want to meditate on this for a moment. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. Watch your habits. They become your character. And watch your character. It becomes your destiny. Be with that for a minute. Where do your thoughts take you? Where do your words take you? And when you act upon those thoughts and those words, what habits are you changing in your life? What habits would you like to change? We can trace this right back. If you want to change your destiny, if you want to change your character, all we got to do is go back to the beginning and change our thoughts. What are we thinking about? Am I thinking that there's some horrendous conspiracy out there and that there are billions of doctors and people and everybody is involved, everybody but me and a handful of people, and or do I want to believe that in this moment we all are on the precipice of a great opportunity because right in front of us is the field of unlimited potentiality. We can do and be and create anything we desire. New Thought Media Network is an absolute demonstration of that. Because 4 or 5 months ago, February, the New Thought Media Network was a back burner sideline project. Now we're part of a ministry that's affiliated with the Centers for Spiritual Living. Now we have more and more programming coming forward all the time. We've taken this time, myself to begin with, and others have joined in, and there's teams building and people joining and people signing up and people being a part of this. And to all of you that are watching, and probably that's all of you that are watching, thank you so very, very, very much. If you're watching this at a later time, thank you for watching at a later time. But see, it's the everyday actions that we've been taking in prayer, in consciousness, meditating, visioning. Over these last several months, we have hosted a daily prayer twice a day, every day, since the middle of March. We've been running, I ran a 21-day visioning challenge at one point. We've been visioning on Monday mornings together. A community, a collective of people are starting to come together to say we can be a part of something different. We can be a part of something new, altogether different. But we have to watch our words. We have to watch our thoughts. Back to Ernest Holmes. What we demonstrate today, tomorrow, and the next day is not as important as the tendency which our thought is taking. See, we're going to slip up. There's going to be days where we believe something isn't working, or we're going to believe that things are broken, and we're going to forget to do our prayer, or we're going to forget to do this. Those are the times when it's most important to do the work. It is not as important as the tendency which our thought is taking, the dominant attitude of our mind. If every day things are a little better, a little happier, a little more harmonious, if a little more health giving and joyous, if each day we are expressing more life, we're going in the right direction. I believe we are absolutely, as a community, as a worldwide collective, we are going in the right direction. We're not going backwards. We're not going back to what was. We're not trying to recreate some version of what used to be. Oops, excuse me. Not trying to create some crazy version of what used to be. We're being called to create newly out of the ashes of the organizations, the systems, the thought processes, all the stuff that's dying all around us, because stuff is falling away all around us. No question about that. The question is, what are we going to do with that? What are we going to do with the rubble of a broken healthcare system? What are we going to do with the rubble of a broken education system? Okay, let's change the word broken. Maybe they're not broken. Maybe they just need to be reformed. Maybe they just need to be reimagined. What are we going to do with to reimagine policing in America? What are we going to do to reimagine incarceration in America? Justice. What are we going to do to reimagine athletics, professional sports, entertainment? It's all up for grabs. We're getting to recreate this as we go. And the big one, the media. If there's ever been an industry that's been screaming and crying out for reformation, I think it's the media right now. They're doing a good job of shouting their heads off and making themselves look like fools, and from my opinion. But it really doesn't matter what I think. What matters is the prevalent attitude of humanity, the prevalent thought pattern of our entire culture. The more people, we know this, the more people that are going in one direction, the more people are going to go with you. We got to get a lot of people going in the direction of love. We got to get a lot more people going in the direction of positivity, of oneness, and not hiding and not just hanging out on Sundays. This is not about just hanging out on Sundays. This is about every day, every moment in your feed, in your scrolling, whatever social media you're on, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Google. Well, Google Plus isn't a thing anymore, but wherever you might be hanging out, are you being positive? Are you being positivity? Are you being part of the solution? Or are you sharing these pseudo conspiracy posts that say, well, what if the government's lying to us? Who cares? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. What does it matter? I don't care what the government does. I care about what we're going to do next to demonstrate and manifest a world that works for everyone. Now, that's not to say I don't pay attention to it. I pay attention to it. I'm going to vote. Don't worry about that, right? I'm involved. I'm active. I pay attention. I listen. I watch. But I'm not going to invest hours and hours of my day trying to figure out which gotcha moment is out there and whether this meme or that meme is true or not. As I started, we want to tune into the intuition, tune into that deep inner knowing that knows truth when it sees it and knows a lie when we see it, because we know how it feels. We know it doesn't feel right. We know that it just doesn't ring true. Rely on the truth of yourself, of your own ability to discern that which is life affirming, that which is giving of newness, of building and creating, and that which is trying to tear down or trying to pull us back or trying to bully us into believing somebody's something or other. There is a new vision emerging on planet Earth. We are all part of it, whether you like it or not. It's part of what's going on here, folks. We are building a new vision. The vision reveals itself day by day. You know, in the prayer work we do here, I do, that there's a phrase that that has been prevalent for quite a while. but I see this thing called the oneness of God as the self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. That's an Ernest Holmes quote. And what that means is that the creative power is always expressing into something new. And in order for that to happen, sometimes the old has to get out of the way. The old form is abandoned to allow for a new form, to allow for a new way to be in spiritual community. I want to get out there and hug everybody, but we don't have to be in the same room. We can create real, authentic spiritual community here online. We've been doing it for years. There are those who I've been playing in this realm for so long now. I'm so jazzed that there's all this great new technology. There's all these great new ways to stay connected. And we're going to explore all of that here. And we're going to do that by serving humanity with great music, with great entertainment, with news that inspires and that is true. I'm not here to share the junk. I'm here to share the truth. So this week, this program is going to happen every Wednesday evening. I want to leave you with a great affirmation. This was shared with me about a year or so ago by a great friend, and I'm sure I probably heard it before then, but it really came into my beingness about a year ago or so, maybe a little more. And it's 3 simple lines. I'm sure you'll remember. We're going to say it a few times through, and then I'm going to get some prayer work going here, and then we'll get out of here. Maybe another piece of music for the end of night. But just, if you're comfortable, close your eyes, and I'm going to say this once and just listen, just hear it just hear it happen. And the second time through, say it with me and just speak it into the room. And the third time through, speak it to yourself. Speak this to yourself. I come from greatness. I am greatness. I create greatness. I come from greatness. I am greatness. I create greatness. I come from greatness. I am greatness. I create greatness. And so from that reminder, from that affirmation, from that reminder that I am forever in every moment creating greatness, moment by moment by moment, that it is God's great gift to create through and as my life, I know the same truth is happening for each and every one. Everyone that hears these words right now, everyone that hears this at another time, everyone that never hears these words, I know is being uplifted by the vibration, by the collective vibration that is being created here. Because what I know beyond knowing is that there is only truly one thing happening. Call it God, call it Allah, or Buddha, or Brahma, Vishnu, whatever you want to call it, but call the one into your life, because the one is already your life. Call forth in the one a deep understanding that this oneness, this allness, God, expresses itself through and as everything. Nothing missing, nothing absent, nothing outside of the one. So God must be the impulse of love and light and beauty and truth, the expression of health and wealth and well-being and abundance and prosperity. God must be expressing as your life right now, my life right now, all life. And so in that reminder, I know there's a great revelation that is happening upon planet Earth, and I claim for each one that hears these words a deep sense of the sacred yes, a deep sense of saying, yes, I shall serve the evolution of humanity. Yes, I shall serve on the transformation team as a new way is being born on the planet, as a new vision is being released into the world, as a new everything is happening. I claim for each that hear these words that deep sense of saying, yes, use me, O Spirit, use me as the hands and the heart and the voice to change, to make the change, to be on the transition team, not to be a hindrance, but be part of the transformation, to be an active participant in consciousness and in activity, to making this change, to stepping into a new paradigm of human life on planet Earth and beyond. to step into the creation of a world that works for everyone, to step into the process of supporting humanity as we awaken to our spiritual magnificent, heartbeat by heartbeat by heartbeat, one at a time, every person, one person at a time, awakening into their own spiritual magnificence and saying yes to the calling that is there to bring forth something new, a new way of being. Because I know, and I claim for each here the same knowing, I know that everyone on this planet is absolutely vital to this process, to this revelation, to this great exploration in consciousness. Everyone is absolutely vital to bring forth this great revelation, this new vision. So everyone is absolutely important. Every life absolutely vital to this creation. I'm filled with this deep, deep knowing that no matter what, all is well. That everything's happening exactly as it must, that the divine brings forth everything necessary for the fulfillment of your life into the moment exactly as it's necessary. So today is the best day yet. The best day ever, the best day yet, and tomorrow will be the next best day yet. And every day I get to experience the best day yet. For that I am grateful. Grateful to be in that place, grateful to be in this deep knowing, and most especially grateful to know God's got this. And so I can release this word into the law that must demonstrate, that must manifest, that is absolutely active upon this word right now. And so I know it is done in the mind of God. I get myself out of the way, I release the word, and I let it be. And if this has resonated in any way, please join in an affirmation of this truth as we say together. And so it is. Oh, and so it is. Thank you, dear ones, for being with us. I so appreciate you. And I want to thank you for your support of our programming. New Thought Media Network is a brand new baby ministry, and we are mighty in our midst. I'll tell you, never underestimate the power of a group of small individuals, small group of people to change the world, because that's what we're about to do. We are here about that, to make a difference, to make things different. And we need and we desire and we appreciate and we accept and we are open to your support. Your financial support helps keep our programming on the air, keeps the computers running, keeps the equipment coming in, keeps the subscriptions being paid for, all this software. So please, there's links in the description. Please click one of those links, drop a few bucks in the bucket, drop more than a few bucks in the bucket, whatever works for you, but help us continue to keep this movement happening. Before we leave tonight, I want to share another piece of music with you because this is all born off of New Thought Radio and the idea of sharing the positive vibration of music on the planet. So I want to share some more music. This is one of the most amazing artists. This is Nemo Patel. It's Empty Hands Music, and the song is called Grateful. Kick back and enjoy. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all
is a
that
gift.
I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it
You're the blessings every stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart. Aligned in purpose, everything
All
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, but there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am,
Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
Forgot to unmute again. That was twice tonight. Okay, that's enough. Enough of those. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening, folks. I'm Reverend Robert Brzezinski. This is the New Thought Media Network, our midweek pick-me-up. First ever. Thank you so much. This is the inaugural event. We'll be back again next Wednesday and every Wednesday following, 6 p.m. Mountain Time for a half-hour pick-me-up. We ran a little late tonight, but I'll get better at that, I promise you. So thanks again for being with us, dear ones. We love you. Until next week, peace and blessings. Go forth and prosper.